Good evening, Eagles fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Soaring Wings Show. I'm your host, Trent Wright, bringing you all things Eagles every day. Today I'll be showcasing a majority of my Eagles collection. So let's just begin. I have a magazine from ESPN commemorating the Super Bowl 59 championship with Jalen Hurts on the cover. I need to get this one framed still. I also have the Philadelphia Inquirer's compilation of articles from the 2024 season. Some really great articles in here. Got a nice picture of the boys on the back. Superbirds. I have the Sports Illustrated Super Bowl 52 edition with the Zach Ertz on the cover. I love the cover. Finally Flying, the ultimate underdogs. I also have a Nick Foles cover of the same magazine. I've got a camo Eagles beach towel that I'll be breaking out for this year's beach vacation. This is my daughter's favorite toy, Swoops. And then we'll start on the hats. So here I have an all black Eagles cap with the blacked out logo on there. A trucker hat with the modern watermark that started in circulation in 2023. A throwback Eagles hat that my grandmother got me from the thrift store. Super Bowl 52 Champions hat. My dad got me this one immediately after they won. A youth-size Kelly Green hat that my daughter will grow into. Then I've got the Kelly Green on Kelly Green, which I'm very fond of. And of course, we cannot forget the Eagles bucket hat for any summer activity and or beach going and or fishing. Then I have an oversized all white with the Kelly Green Eagle. This one doesn't quite fit, but it's still a great addition to the collection. I have a corduroy Kelly Green with the Kelly Green helmet there and the black rope right above the brim. Black Eagles hat from 2022. You can tell it's from 2022 because the watermark was still the classic 2000s watermark. Really old hat here. I usually don't wear this. It's more of just a collector's thing. Very rare to see that sort of font for the Eagles. Another awesome hat that my grandma found at the thrift store. Kelly Green with the black brim. The white eagle. Midnight green with the midnight green helmet. Black eagles. And then an eagle on the side. And of course, you can't forget about the Super Bowl 59 hat with the Super Bowl logo right there. Midnight green on black with a little bit of accent on the eagle head there, a little bit of a lighter green. NFL shield on the back. Of course, the Vic Fangio hat that you've already seen in a previous video with the NFC Conference logo on the side and the nice black and white rope right above the brim. Then I have the Kelly Green on black. This is actually one of my favorite hats. This is the hat that I met my wife in when we were working together at the original Italian Grill in Sayre. This is the hat I was wearing the day I asked her out, and the rest is history. Okay, so let's move on. This is one of my favorite hats in the collection. This is the 2025 Eagles draft hat, the same one that first round pick selection Jihad Campbell wore when he was selected by Howie Roseman with the 31st overall pick. I love the ivy on the brim and the little Liberty Bell pin that came with it. I have a Nick Foles magazine from the snow game, the second most famous snow game in Eagles history, with a little Nick Foles card there in the corner. An all-time Eagles greats placard. If you can tell though from here, none of these players actually won a championship with the Eagles, so that's how you know it's pretty dated from the mid-2000s. Then I have this picture of my father and I at the Eagles-Giants game in MetLife back in 2022. The Eagles won 48-22, but it was a birthday present for my dad, taking him to his first ever NFL game, and although it rained the entire time, we had a great time. He actually got a hat signed for my brother by Super Bowl MVP Otis Anderson. We met him after the game. Okay. Move the winter hats out of the way for now. I have a Kelly green glove. The other one I gave to an Eagles fan at a Giants-Eagles game I attended in 2024 with my wife. Josh Sweat jersey from 2022. Jalen Hurts Kelly green jersey. Underneath that, I have my Midnight Green Lane Johnson jersey. Sorry for not showing the numbers. I just don't want to cover the other pieces of the collection here. I've worn all the jerseys on camera so far. I only have 4 of them. But in case you forgot, I also have the blacked out Saquon jersey. Let's see, what else? I have 2 pillows in my collection. One of which is a custom job. #1 fan, established 1933. It's got my name right there on the top, with, of course, the eagle head. I believe I've worn this on camera, but this is one of my favorite hats. The Eagles logo is superimposed through the word Eagles. It's a nice white cap with a midnight green NFL shield, which I thought was a really nice touch by New Era. Another classic midnight green hat. This one's got a little wear to it, but it's still a lovely hat. Looks really good on my rack with the other ones. A tan throwback with PHI for Philadelphia there. And I'll start going through the winter collection. So I've got a all green, all midnight green, that is, beanie there. Kelly green beanie. Black, gray, and white. Now, this is one of my favorite hats. I would actually consider this hat to be good luck. I got this for half price back in winter of 2019. The Eagles weren't expected to make the playoffs, and all non-playoff merchandise was marked down. I got this the week before we played Dallas. We ended up winning that game and our final game to make the playoffs in 2019, and for that reason, I consider it good luck because it was half price. The haters doubted us, and we still made the playoffs. It's one of my favorite ones. This is actually like a stretchier material. You can't really tell by the way I'm pulling on it, but it's nice, classic Eagles. Got some sort of like tomato sauce stain, it looks like. I'll have to stain treat that. Another sharp looking beanie here. I always like the contrast between the white, the black, and the Kelly green. I have a similar one, but in gray here, like more of a silverish gray, which is reminiscent of the pants that they used to wear with the Kelly greens. And then my wife's beanie is part of the collection as well. She really loves this one. Okay, a few more things to go. This is one of the greatest things in my collection. My wife used my baby's foot to make a little football for my Father's Day present this year. It says, "I'm your #1 fan," and that is my daughter's footprint right there in the shape of a football. Very nice, very cute, and very sentimental. This is one of the newest additions to my collection and one of my favorite hats all time. I just love the way the Eagles ling looks with the P there. This is another one of my favorites. I really love the way the silver contrasts against the white of the eagle head, and you can kind of see the silver accents in the eagle head as well. And on the back, you have the old classic 2000s watermark Eagles with the angled E and the angled S. Almost done. As you can see on the bed, I have 2 different Eagles blankets. These are 2 of the 4 that I have. I've got a wall hanger. Another pillow back there. It just says Eagles football. Some Super Bowl championship cards from Super Bowl 59. The channel's official mascot, Screech the Eagle. A floating mini helmet that doesn't like to float. Eddie the Eagle from the North Carolina Aquarium. A Swoop statue, and you can tell it's authentic because he's got his Swoop nameplate on the back. Some napkins that I never plan to open. And of course, one of my favorites in the collection, the Jalen Hurts Wheaties. Breakfast of Champions, baby. And then he's got the Love Hurts there on the back. True champions are inevitable. It's not a matter of if, but when. That's going to hit like crack when he wins his 2nd Super Bowl. And just one more overview of the collection. In addition, I have a welcome mat, a wallet, blankets, sweatshirts, and t-shirts as well. I just couldn't fit it all within the video, and I'm pretty sure a lot of my shirts are currently in the laundry. I know it looks rather haphazard, but I was very excited to show my collection with you all tonight. Thank you, Brandon Webster, one of my friends, for suggesting this as a video topic. And until next time, stay soaring.